Hello, everyone. Hello. We're here again. Welcome to another episode of the Question Live Show with yours truly, yes, me, Verona Willis-Brown. We are here another time. It is Wednesday, and my clock, it is Wednesday. So now we are here on another series. We are doing another episode on the series, your mindset, your mentality, the tenants that live into your mind, and all those good stuff. So yes, that's what we are working on. We are in Charles Month, as well as International Mental Awareness Month. So, of course, we are combining those two, and we are addressing a few mental topics that we are going through, strategic way to deal with them, solution that we can deal with them, and how to address them. And of course, I call those thoughts the tenants that live in your head. So if you've been here, you know that. And if you look at the stream, you see that's what it's called. The tenants. Yes, the tenant that's in your mind. They're in your mind. They're there. So we want to address them as we go along. We want to acknowledge that they're there. And we want to have some solution of how to deal with them while they're there. So we want to work ourselves around that. But tonight's topic is very fitting because today is that day that it kind of matched the title without knowing what was happening. You know, when I created the title, I didn't know that we were going to get the news that our legendary, one and only, the lady, the queen of soul, that's queen of soul, the queen of legs, rock and roll legendary, the one and only Tina Turner passed away. Yeah. So, the topic kind of mix and mingle right in there, and I wanted to come in today and address that. I want to address it because it is fitting for the topic that we have. And I wanted to come in and, there is a representation of Tina. Like Tina, girl, I got you. Yeah, girl. May your feet rest. Yeah, rest your feet. Rest those beautiful legs that you have. Sister had some legs on her. Yeah. So with that said, before we go into anything, I want to talk about, before I go into anything, rules and all that stuff, I want to just get this out. A couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, you hear I talk about my what they call homeless people. I talk about them because they're my brothers, they're my sister, and I like to talk with them. So there's this one guy that we talk that, he's just great. He does all these artwork, and I remember stopping by the supermarket and I saw him a couple weeks ago. And like I said, I just have to get this leg story in before I start the show. And he saw me a couple weeks ago, but I see him all the time. So we have conversation all the time. We sit down, we talk all the time. So it just happened that I was wearing a skirt. And I had on my sneakers, and I was just going, and I'm like, hey, bro, how you doing today? What's going on? What's popping? What's update? What we're doing? All that stuff. So he had his head down, and then he was like, yeah, I'm good, sis. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good. And then while he was doing that, he just held his head up and like, you got nice legs. It's like, you got nice legs. It's like, you do you ride bikes? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. He said, what kind of exercise do you do? I'm like, I don't really do a lot of exercise, No, I don't really do a lot of exercise. I just go. I walk. He's like, no, sis, no. You do something else. What does you do? And I'm like, I do a lot of walking. You're like, no, because I see how your leg is firm up, and he's telling me how my legs look. Like, yeah, your legs look like you're a biker. And I'm like, I don't know what is a biker leg, but okay. Should I take this as a compliment? So I took it as a compliment that my legs look really nice. I know my legs look really nice. Yes, I do. That's one of my good stuff. Yeah, my legs look real nice. So he was like, yeah, your legs look like you biker. So I'm like, you know what? No, he's like, so what is it? So he's trying to figure out why I got such nice legs and such nice, the back of your leg, you got that calf thing back there, and I'm like, well, no. So he said, what else you do? I said, well, I wear a lot of heels. I wear a lot of heels. And he said, oh, that's it. That's why your leg is like that. Because you wear a lot of heels. So, ladies, if you want to have that leg, that firm, that nice firm on your leg, wear some heels. Yes, I've been wearing heels for a very long time. So I guess it's paying off. I guess it's paying off now. So yes. So I took that as a great compliment, like, oh my God, like, yeah. So he was complimenting me in my leg. So I'm throwing in the leg story because of Tina. Tina is a legendary leg lady, okay? She's a legendary. She should get some award or something for those legs. I mean, what can we do while Tina is drifting and she have drifted away? What can we do about those legs? Like those legs, like their signature. So I would just want to just get that little thing out of the way while we talk about Tina and her nice legs and my compliment that I got last week about my nice legs. So I just want to throw that in there. Like, yeah, Tina girl. Yeah. I was kind of like watching you, girl. I know what you were doing, but I know what I'm doing. I'm walking and wearing my leg, my high heels, So I don't know what she was doing, but whatever she was doing, Lord, God bless her. God bless her. She had some legs on her. Yes. So, let me see. And I'm gonna find because we're gonna resume into a regular programming. Just hold on. Look, look at this lady. Look at her. See those legs, ladies? See those legs? See? Those were the $1 million legs. Those are the $1 million legs. And then I wanted to come, and in honor of Tina, I wanted to come and just wear my yes, sister. I wanted to come and wear my dress like her today. Yeah. I couldn't get my hair to be fluffy like hers and spark it up like hers. So I decided to wear the black, and I didn't have mine cut off. So I decided to wear the shimmer dress like Tina today in honor of Tina. We will go into a moment of silence before we resume our regular programming. So let us go into a moment of silence, yes, for our rock star, legendary, the leg lady, the one in a million leg lady, the one whose story we kind of going to intermingle with tonight's topic, the one and only, no other, Tina Turner, as we go into a moment of silence. Okay, that's it. Moment of silence is over. Yay! Moment of silence is over. Tina, may your legs rest in paradise. You have danced yourself, honey. You have danced yourself out. You have danced yourself out. So let us resume our regular programming as we roll into tonight's episode. Now, my dear viewers, welcome to this session of the Question Live Show. Now, if you are just seeing me or hearing me for the very first time, you never seen me before, you never heard me before, but somewhere you were clicking and you click on this link and you got right here. And now you're seeing me and you're hearing me for the very first time. I want to say welcome. And if this is your first time tuning in, I want to say, please put your name in the comment section and let me know it is your first time, because first timers, they do get special welcome. Yes, they do. And for those who've been here, we do welcome you to come on in. Mm-hmm. So if you've been here, if this is your first time, hey, welcome. Now, if you've been here more than one time, two or three times, you've been here all the time, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Okay, we are going to roll in. Now, whether you've been here or whether you're just tuning in for the first time, we do have rules here. Yes, we do. And they're very simple rules. You know, there are rules everywhere you go. Even if you come to my house, my rule is take off your shoes at the door. Yeah, so there are rules. You go to your job say punch in, go to lunch, come back. So there are rules everywhere, right? There are rules everywhere. So we want to make sure that you understand that we do have rules here. There are 1, 2, 3, 3.5, maybe 4 or 5 rules. Very simple rules. And what is the very first one? The very first one is, if you are watching this right now on live, if you see live somewhere, or if you see me put your name on the screen or call you by your name, simply mean you are in the live audience. And if you're in the live audience, look, yep, right there, right, exactly, right there. You see the share button, you're going to click it, and when you click it, you're going to share it with someone and invite them to come on in the room so they can be in the live audience as well. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2. Grab yourself something to write with, whether it is a pen, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, maybe a piece of feather. Now, if you're getting feather, you do need some ink and you do need maybe some paint to dip it in. And while you're doing that, you do need a notebook or a piece of paper. Now, why am I telling you to get all these things? Piece of paper, notebook, all this stuff, pen, pencil, all this stuff. Why am I saying? Because here we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I want you to write them down. Absolutely write them down. So as you write them down, it is good that you see the things that you are writing. See, writing is a relationship that you build. Yes, you build a relationship between your pencil, your pen, your mind, your heart, your soul, and your piece of paper. Now, if you don't have a piece of paper, if you don't have this pencil, if you don't have this pen, if you don't have these things, you are going to go into your devices. Absolutely. Go into your devices. Whether it is a phone, a computer, a tablet, whatever it is, you're going to go in there like that. You're going to scroll in there and you're going to look for the notepad section. When you look for the notepad section, what will happen? You will write in there. And if you don't have a notepad section, there's a text. We do like this every day. Text. You are going to be texting these things back to yourself. Not to me, not to somebody else, to yourself, so you can read them. Absolutely. Because like I said, here we drop golden nuggets and juicy contents, and you want to see them. You want to make sure that you have them written down. See, when you write stuff, it become reality. And from one word, that one word become a sentence, one sentence become a paragraph, one paragraph become a page, one page can become 2 pages, and 2 pages, 3, and so forth and so forth. You get the drift, because pages do add up, and then what will happen? You might just have a book. Yes. So that is the next rule. What is the other rule? The other rule is this simple. You're going to grab yourself something to drink. Yes. I don't know what is it that you're drinking, whether it is water, wine, tea, or juice, or soda. whatever it is that you're drinking, grab it. Yes, let me grab mine. Grab it and get it. And whether it is, maybe you're having some broth, some popsicle somewhere, whatever it is that you're drinking, drink it on or type it in the comment section. Let me know what is it that you are drinking. So guess what? We will cheer together. We will raise our glass or a cup or a spoon together. Absolutely. And when we do that, what will happen? We will celebrate each other. Right. We will celebrate each other. Now, next rule is if you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right, to the left, wherever it is, I hope there's just no line. Please go to the bathroom now. Oh, no. What am I drinking? I am drinking water. Why am I drinking water? Because I believe in water. I believe in miracles as well. Because you see, Jesus is the best miracle worker, and he turned water into wine. So I always shop with my water. So whatever you're drinking, please put it there. Whatever you're drinking. So you never know what will happen to my fancy glass right here. It might just turn into some wine. Yes. So again, now, if you need to use the bathroom, go to the bathroom and come right back. Because when you come back, your seat will be reserved right here. It is right here. It will be reserved with your name on it, just like life. Just like your seat in life. You see, seat in life got your name on it. And on it is your purpose, your gifts, your talents, your intention, your expectation. Your destiny lies on your seat. It is carved up with your name. It is personalized. Your name is sitting there. Yes. And you will not want to give up your seat. Therefore, you are going to make sure that you sit in your seat, sit in position, hold your position as you go onto this journey called life. Yes. So as we are going into tonight's episode, if no one else needs to use the bathroom and you're sitting in your seat, yes, kudos to you. Sit in your seat. Make sure that you are sitting upright and you are ready. You are ready. So while we wait for those who went to the bathroom, let me greet some people that are in the audience. Let's see who we have in the audience tonight. Remember, if you drink something, you're drinking on behalf of me. Why? Because I am the one sitting there doing all the talking. And tonight you can put all your questions in the comment. We will talk together tonight. Yes, we will. Okay? So, with that said, let me see who. I remember I said if I call your name, that simply means you are in the live audience. So, people, if you will be watching this and you don't hear me call your name, simply means you are not in the live audience. If I don't call you, if I don't spotlight you on the screen, you are not in the live audience. So you just have to hashtag replay. Got it? Got it. Got it. Good. So let's roll. Now, let's see. We have first one here today. We have Peter. Welcome back. Welcome back. And we have Anna. Welcome back. We have Cheryl. Welcome back. Anna. Oh, you don't wear heels, honey? Well, I guess you won't have the Tina leg. Do you bike? Because I told her, the guy said, did I bike? Do you go bike riding? That's the thing. You got to do some form of exercise for the leg. Because we're recognizing our Tina. We're recognizing those legs, honey. Get those legs in. Summer is coming, ladies. Summer is coming. Yes, indeed. Summer is coming. So we are about to get them legs out there. Put on them legs, them heels. Because like I said, I would have put on my heels tonight, but then y'all wouldn't see it. I think I could have. And then it's like, there goes my leg. And then you see my heels, recognizing and acknowledging and honoring the queen of legs. Great, honorable, legendary Tina Turner. Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 yes. So we are honoring Tina. So, Shirley, you're drinking water. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you never know what will happen to your water. Do you believe in miracle? I hope you believe in miracle. Marianne, welcome, 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 welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, yes, as I mentioned earlier, for those who are just tuning in, we mentioned that the one and only legendary rock and roll star, the great leg lady, the one in a million leg lady. Oh, dear Lord, Tina Turner had passed away. And I was trying to get the looks for tonight, but I came just. I came in my dress. Yes, because for those who didn't see the picture, right here. Mm-hmm. That's, yep, that's Tina. So rest in peace. Rest your legs, Tina. We will miss your lovely. Well, we're not gonna miss you because I'm telling you, we don't die. Let's get this together. We're not gonna miss Tina because Tina is not gone. Because no matter where we turn, Tina's name will be called. We will be seeing Tina's picture. We'll be hearing Tina's song. We'll be hearing Tina's story. All of that good stuff will be happening. So we don't die. We just transition to another section. Why? Is it Tina already made her mark? Do you know? Did y'all know Tina was 83 years old? That shocked me. I was totally shocked. Who knew Tina was 83 years old? 83. I'm totally shocked on that. I just didn't put that age in her. But she wore it well. Tina, you wore that 83 well, darling. Yes, you did. So, anyway. So, like I said, it just happened. Well, nothing happened just because. There's no just of anything. There's no just something. There's no just Marianne showing up. There's no just Cheryl. There's no just Tina showing up. There's not just me showing up. There's no just anything. It is divinely order that we are here. It is divinely order that we are in position. It is divinely order that we are here tonight. And it's divinely order that today was Tina's day to go. You knew her age, Tina? Yeah, I was kind of shocked on that. I was like, Tina, you were 83? Darling, didn't you wear that well? Well, like I said, I came with my shimmery honoring her. Sister Queen, go on with yourself. So we are talking about, we've been doing series. We are rolling out of May. We've been doing series of tenants in our mind tenants. We've been going with series day in, night in. We've been doing a lot of series. I will not be recapping on any of them, but if you miss any of those series, you can always go back and then you can see all the series that we did. We will not be recapping anything tonight. Each night we come, we're going to be evacuating. We're going to evict. We are going to take out. We are going to barge in. And we are going to take out another tenant. Now, if this is your first time tuning in and you're wondering, what are tenants? What are we talking about tenants? We are talking about the thoughts that are in our mind that are jumping, doing Olympics. They're jumping, they're dancing, they're jumping on the bed. They're trying to drag you on the floor. We're talking about those thoughts that are holding you hostage, that no longer serve you. I call them tenants because they're living in your head and they're allowing you to make decisions that are not pushing you into a healthy place. They're not putting you into a healthy space. Your mind is not healthy because they're practicing for the Olympics. What is the Olympics? The Olympics to take you out. They're practicing the Olympics to keep you down. They're practicing the Olympics to keep you unhealthy. Yes, they are. So we are calling them tenants because we want to go inside of our mind space and we want to clear some stuff. We want to declutter some space. When we take something out, we want to put something back. What are we putting back? We are putting some replacement. We talk about taking this one out. We're not leaving no space, because when you leave a space, you are making room for something else to jump on in there. So no, you're not leaving an empty space. Good. So we've been talking greatly about these tenants, and tonight we are going to go and we are going to address the tenant of disappointment. The tenant of disappointment. Let's take a moment and see in our minds what this tenant of disappointment is doing to us. What is causing it? How are we going to manage this? How are we going to evacuate this? How are we going to evict it? How are we going to listen? How are we going to take control? How are we going to take control over the tenant of disappointment? Every day we get up, there's some form of disappointment. Whether it is personal, whether it is around the house, whether it is at your job, whether it is down in your community, but most of all, whether it is on social media. And if it's not on social media, it is in the news. So there's always some form of disappointment floating somewhere. Popping up here, popping up there, jumping here, jumping there. It is everywhere. The moment you open your eyes, there's some form of disappointment that's like, hello, I'm over here. So what you going to do about me today? Okay? What you going to do about me? Because I'm going to be right up in your face today. Who is ready to evacuate? Who is ready to evict that tenant called disappointment? You see, we are going to do this together. Yes, we are going to do this together, and we want to evacuate and evict these tenants together. Because what happened when disappointment hit us, we oftentimes feel like we are by ourselves. And that tenant will surely work us. It will work us. It will drag us on the ground. It will drag us up and down the road. And you go to work and it drag you again, scrape you, scar you. Hold your hostage. You see how big that word is? Disappointments. Do you see how big that word is? The impact of that word, just the sound of it. Put a wrench in your chest. Disappointment. Can't avoid them, but you can work around them. Because they're there. They're floating. They're everywhere. They show up. You don't call, hello, disappointment. Can you please come? Huh? Yes. What time should you come? Come tonight. You don't make that phone call and call disappointment. Oh, should I text you? Okay. text disappointment. Dear disappointment, I would like for you to come to my house today. No, you don't do that. You don't call a friend like, hey friend, do you have disappointment over there? Can you send it over here? No, you don't do that. Do you get up in the morning like, today I am going to be disappointed? No, you don't do that. But what happened? It is there. It is absolutely sitting there, waiting for you. Absolutely waiting. But you see, you have to come to a place of consciousness to know what is disappointment, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it feels like. Just today, we got the news. Tina Turner died. Many are being disappointed. Did you get up and think Tina Turner was going to die today? No. Were you aware? No. But you got the news and you're like, oh. So what happened when you get disappointed? You get to the place of low. You're going down. Oh my goodness, disappointment just hit me. Yes. You start feeling the impact, the sad impact, the void that's coming. Because now when disappointment hits you, it is causing pain. Yeah. It's called pain. But I want to drag our dear Tina Turner in this a little bit because it just happened again. It happened that it's so divinely intertwined with today's topic. You see, when we have disappointment, what is it that we do? What is it that we do when we have disappointment? Yeah, you can talk back to me, audience. You can talk back to me on this. What is it that you do when you have disappointment? How do you handle disappointment, Theda? How do you handle disappointment, Yasmin? So we are going to talk back a little bit tonight. How do you handle disappointment? Because they're there. You see, while you think about how you will handle disappointment, you see, our sister Tina Turner, she used her disappointment and the pain that came from all of those disappointments. She soared. She lifted up and she soared. And she went towards her passion. And she ignited that with her purpose. And she made a mark on society. She made an impact so positive, so strong, so powerful, that now in the 83rd chapter of her life, she can leave us for a quick minute, just her body, because her legacy cannot go nowhere. Your legacy don't leave. She can leave us, but we will remember Tina Turner power. We will remember how she rose up from all the pain of disappointment. Every turn she turned, there was disappointment. But did she sit and cause all that pain, all that disappointment to hold her hostage? Mm-mm. 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 She look at them. I see you, but I got a purpose. I got a purpose. And you got to know your purpose. And your purpose is not to sit in the pain of disappointment. You got to put on your bounce back muscle. Put them on. You know, who used to watch Popeye the Sailor Man? What you did, Yasmin? I just deal disappointment and reboot. There you go. There you go. Right there. You got to put on the bounce back muscle. There's a bounce back muscle that you got to put on. Like Popeye the Sailor Man. You know, we used to watch Popeye the Sailor Man, and you get the spinach, and all of a sudden you just do like that, and you got all that bounce back muscle. Because you got to save Olive. Olive Oil, Popeye the Sailor Man. Right? So what is it that when disappointment comes? You got to put on your bounce back muscle. You got to take a deep breath. Always breathe. Because if disappointment don't take you out, you still got life. You still have life. And when you look down at disappointment, and when this disappointment is coming from this end, and it's coming from that end, and it's coming from this end, and sometimes it's coming from back here. Sometimes it's coming from back here. Back in your past. Sometimes it's coming from back there. And when it comes, once you have life, you put on your bounce back muscle. You do a breathing. We did breathing exercise earlier on this week or last week, whatever episode that was. Do that breathing and let that tenant know you got life. Hold your head up. You might not be able to scream from the top of your lungs, and you might not be able to bawl, and you might not be able to say, listen, I'm going to fight back right about now, but guess what? I'm going to put on my bounce back muscle, and I'm going to hold my head up. And you're going to take charge. And like Yasmin said, reboot. Because somewhere inside of you, you know what it is to survive. Somewhere inside of us, we have the strength to go on. We have that strength to bounce back. We know what it is to be resilient. Somewhere deep inside of us, through every disappointment, we know deep inside of us, we can survive. Yeah? Yes. Deep inside of us, we know that. So when it hit us, oh yeah, it's going to do like that. It's going to knock you upside your head swinging back and forth like a boxer, like you're in the ring. Because, you know, that's what it's going to do. It's going to bounce you back and forth. Ooh, your hair springing up. Ooh! All of that, like Tina Turner hair, just like you see her hair spiking up. All of that. But you know within inside of you that you can rise. You know inside of you that you're not going down without a fight. Oh, we all got a fighting spirit inside of us. You know that. So you put on that bounce back muscle. You stand ground and you rise. And like Tina Turner did, she took all of her pain. And she did them just like this. Pain 1. Pain 2. Pain 3. Pain 4. Pain 5. Pain 6. And any amount of pain that she had, she took them. And she put on that bounce back muscle, and she get on stage and she performed. She wasn't pretending. She performed because performing, that was her purpose. That was her passion. So each time you have your disappointment listing, you know, have the address for disappointment. Hey, rise up. Take that pain. You know, it comes from so many different things. We're only using Tina because Tina died today. But there's so many different areas of disappointment. Yes. But you know, when I go here, I am going to tell you about my story because my story is what I know. I know my story. So, you know, I am going to tell you a story of disappointment. Yes. But before I do that, let's see. Tina says, disappointment can cause you to change your mindset. Yes. Sometimes disappointment is a means of getting you to improve your situation. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. You choose when you put on that bounce back muscle how you're going to manage that, because that same disappointment can push you towards your purpose. So when you just sit there like, I'm so disappointed today. I'm so disappointed today. I'm not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You see, I was so disappointed with God. Yes, absolutely. I was so disappointed with God when my mother died. I was disappointed with God, and I'm like, oh, God, I'm disappointed that you, what's going on here? When my mother died, that pain of disappointment hits me so bad that I didn't know I was going to be here today. Mm-mm. I didn't know I was going to rise up and took that same pain and conquer and conquer that which wanted to help me down. Because you see, some disappointment will put you in depression. Mhm. Some disappointment will put you in depression because now you're disappointed with God, you're disappointed with your husband, you're disappointed with your children, you're disappointed with your wife, the girlfriend, you're disappointed with a friend over there who did not do all of that. So you buried yourself in disappointment and you said, I'm not getting up, I'm not doing anything. And you and depression become best friend, and then you're holding hands with depression and you're walking around with depression like, hey, and when it's not your best friend, you're walking around, ladies, like it's a handbag. I was mad. Because when you disappointed, you're mad. You're mad. You're angry. All that hurt, you're angry with it. And I was angry with God. I was angry with God when he took my mother. God, that's my mother. Why? How? How dare you took my mother? I did spend a lot of years with her. Some people didn't get to spend the amount of years that I spent with my mom. The relationship that I had with my mom, maybe a lot of people don't get to do that with their mother. And I was mad because I saw her the day before she died, and we had a good moment. We had a mother and daughter moment, and we shared a good moment. And I promised her that I was going to come back to see her the following day. Yeah, I promised her that. And it never happened because she passed away. And you see, it's the same thing. Someone promised you something, and then what happened? They disappoint you. You're hurt. But who did I promise? I promised my mom. My mom didn't promise me. I was the one that promised her that I was coming to visit her. But she promised me something else. She promised me that when I get there, we were going to eat together like we normally would do. She promised me that we were going to go for a walk like we normally would do. So who disappointed who? I was mad with God. I wanted to be mad with my mother that she didn't hold up her end of the bargain. I was mad with myself. I was just mad with everything. I was mad with the entire situation. I was mad. I buried myself in pain for a while. I watched her buried, and just the way she got buried in the grave, that was the same way I buried myself in the pain of saying my mother told me that she was going to do this the following day. I don't know what God told me, but I was mad with him too. But my mother told me that she was going to be right there when I get home from work and we were going to bond again. So I was disappointed in my mother that she broke her end of the bargain. And that is what happened with us. That is what happened to us, that we go through these things because somebody break the end of the bargain. Somebody break the promise. Somebody break the vow. Somebody break that. And when you break that vow, you break that covenant. There you go. You're now disappointment kicks in and it sits right there. It put his feet up on the sofa, probably got a glass of wine. And like, we are friends. We're now friends. And it go on with you. Well, let me tell you, somewhere along the line, we got to come to the point where we have enough strength. I knew I had to develop strength. I knew I had to brush off all that dead dirt, all that hurt. I knew I had to brush off all of that I was disappointed in my mother. I knew I had to brush it off because she wasn't here to defend herself. So I knew I had to brush it off. Why? I had to raise my daughter. Yes. I had to raise my daughter. So I had to snap out of it, reboot. Ding, 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 ding. And press the forward button on the cassette player and say, forward you shall go. So we got to come up with these things. We got to come up with solution of how we're going to rise up. Yes. Yes. Let me, Marion, I bear disappointment for a long time, as long as I am healthy. Because we want to be healthy. We want to have a healthy mindset. And when we have a healthy mindset, what will happen to us? We have to get rid of. We can't really get rid of disappointment, but we have to come up with solutions of how to deal with it. Yes. Let's see. I heard of a church sister who got so depressed that she killed herself. There you go. The church, unfortunately, has taught so many of us that if we are in Christ, we should not struggle with things like this. And that is a false teaching. And I'm going to publicly say it. It is a false teaching. Oh, in Christ, you're too blessed to be stressed. You're too blessed to be stressed. No, you're not too blessed to be stressed, because all these things are normal situations. They're normal things that happen to you. They're everywhere. There you go. Pick them up one by one. Let's pick them up one by one. Let's pick them up one by one. One by one. One by one. Yeah? Let's pick them up. Let's address them. You're in the church. They're in there with you. Disappointment, fear, all of those that we've been evicting so far, they're in the church with you. So in Christ, you're a new creature. Oh, yeah? All things are passed away? Oh, yeah? They can't pass away. They're part of your emotions. It is for you to develop strategic ways how to deal with them. She committed suicide. Now, was she disappointed? Yes. Something happened that she was so disappointed that she went into a place of depression, and she just could not find the strength to bounce back and move forward. Her soul got lost. Yes. So what are we going to do? We are going to go inside our thoughts, and we are going to get, this is the paper, the eviction notice. Eviction notice number 1. Here it is. Here's the eviction notice. On this eviction notice, we are going to hand it over to the tenant of depression. Because what happened when we're the tenant of disappointment? Because what happened when we saw disappointment, we feel as if we let down ourselves. Sometimes we feel like we let down our parents. We let down our spouse. We let down our children. We let down our job. We let down the community. We let down. We become this thing where we're letting down ourselves. So your eviction notice stand right here. And as your eviction notice, stand right here. I'm giving you the permission to evict this appointment for today. Yeah, for today. Do you want to continue? Ask yourself as you hand over the eviction notice to this appointment. Do you feel as if you are caved in? Because that's what this appointment will do. It will allow you in your mind, because when the language between your mind and your heart holding a conversation, there's a cross in between here. See this road, there's a road between your mind and your heart. And right here, in the center right here, there is like a highway. And then sometimes you're on the local road. So whatever transition right here, it could be a blockage. So when you're feeling that blockage, you feel like you're caved in. Do you feel as if you're caved in when situation happen? Do you feel as if you're caved in when all these things are on the television? We talked about this before. Turn off your television because you're going to be disappointed somehow. Turn off your television. Yes. Yes, I'm encouraging you to turn off your television. Stop having your children watch all this television. Stop using the television for babysitter. The television is not a babysitter. No. Do not use the television for babysitting your children. At this very point in time, as we are talking about Child's Month, we want to take the time out to pour into our children. We want to take the time out not to be so harsh on our children when they come and say, "Oh, Mom, I disappoint you." Allow them to feel the pain of disappointment. Allow them to feel that. And allow them not to judge themselves so severely that they put themselves into a place of suicide. Not to judge themselves so they put themselves in a place of finding something to substitute all of that. Because we have the tendency to find some form of substitution when we're disappointed. We find a substitution, whether it is on the street, whether it is this company, whether it's that, whether it's shopping, excess amount of shopping, excess amount of eating, excess amount of involving unhealthy behavior. Yes, we oftentimes find ourselves in these positions. But as we find ourselves in these positions, remember, disappointment cannot be avoided, but it can always be a solution of how you will deal with it. We want to work ourselves around dealing with disappointment. Know that it's a part of life. You are going to be disappointed somehow. So I suggest that you take these disappointments and take them in. And when you take them in, you're not going to let them live in your mind. Because our main purpose when we show up here, every single session is for us to evict those tenants that don't serve us. They're not serving you positively. Evict them. Evict them. Hold them. Calculate them. See? Put them on a piece of paper right there. Right there. This is one. This is one. Put them on a piece of paper. Write them out and show up. Show up because you can, because you know deep inside of you, you can be released. You can be free. You know what it is. And if you are 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, whatever age, some form of disappointment hits you, just remember that it's going to be waiting for you at the next age. It is going to wait for you. But guess what will happen? By the time you get to the next age or the next level, you will be strong enough. Yes, you will be strong enough. So build up a strength now. Build up your strength now. Put on your bones back muscle. Do like Popeye the Sailor Man and eat up your spinach. Eat up your healthy food so it can stimulate your brain. That when it stimulates your brain, you will know that you will be strong enough. You know that you will be enough. Oftentimes, our children are disappointed because they don't get A's. They're disappointed because they don't get 100. They're disappointed because, oh, they never made it into the college they want to go to. They're disappointed because they never made it to the high school that they wish to attend. They're disappointed because their friend walked away from them, or they're disappointed because, oh, the friend went to another state, another country. They're disappointed. Our children get disappointed every day as well as us. But at the end of the day, even though disappointment was sitting there as that lovely tenant, remember, you, just like Tina Turner did, she took them up piece by piece, piece by piece, just like that. She took them up and she turned them into her purpose. She maneuvered them. She maneuvered the pain. And if you read her story or if you watch her story, you know that each pain, each one on the paper, she did evict some. But every step she make, they were still there. So in as much as you will evict some today, my dear audience, you will evict some today, but tomorrow, if you see disappointment again, you can smile right in their face and say, today, I have the permission to walk over you. You got it. Each and every one of you got it. Deep inside of you, you got it. Deep inside of you, you know that you can do better. Inside of you, you know that you can rise up. Inside of you, you know that you were not always like this. Deep inside of you, you know that you are the boss of those tenants. Beloved, the courage to evict disappointment and move forward. Move forward. Yes, move forward. Yes, I build a wall between me and disappointment. I look always to the people who is worse than me, and I feel how lucky I am. Absolutely. So when you don't judge yourself, you're not so harsh on yourself, you see that someone else is worse than you. So even for those who are worse than us, we call them now to look inside of themselves and serve. Serve that eviction notice to disappointment, because you can. Yes, you can. So as we pause tonight's episode, I hope you have a little bit more strength to evict the tenant called disappointment. You have a little bit more hope to know that you can rise. You have a little bit more light to know that your purpose is waving to you and is waiting. I really hope that you, yes, you, as you watch this and as you watch the previous episode, in this International Mental Health Awareness Month, as well as Child's Month combined together, you will be at a better place. Our intention here is to inspire you, to empower you, but most of all, to support you. let me remind you that you are not alone. No matter how big or small the disappointment is, your disappointment might not be like mine. It might not be like Cheryl's. It might not be like Tina. But your disappointment are personalized. And whatever is personalized, you, absolutely you have the power to either hold it or let it go. So I want to thank you all for tuning in to this live session. Again, show up for you. Remember this, that when you show up, you're not showing up for yourself. You're showing up for your family. You're showing up for your community. You're showing up for generations to come. That when you, like Tina, who left us as 83, when you leave here, your legacy is supposed to carry on. So let us rise to the occasion, rise to our dreams, rise to our vision as we make a mark on this very land, knowing that disappointment is only one tenant that we address tonight. If you want to know about the rest of the tenants, you can go back and watch the replays of the others and you see the rest of the tenants. But tonight is the tenant called disappointment. Smile a while and give your face a rest. Ha, yes. So Tina is resting, we shall rest. And like I said, I came in my Tina outfit today. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you, Marian. I thank you, Cheryl, Yasmin, and Theda, and Anna. Thank you so much for tuning in to the live. And for those who are watching on live, that your name is not in the chat. And if you want to be acknowledged, please put your name in the chat so I can acknowledge that you're here, that you're present. We often present. Yes, so I can know that you're present. So I could thank you and acknowledge you. So again, I want to thank you all for tuning into this live session. Don't forget that we are here every day, same time, same place. Go out there, rise up and make healthy choices. Not healthy choices only by what you eat, but healthy choices for what you put into your mind. Your mind, they said, is it's a dangerous place. Let me just say, your mind is a dangerous place. It's always a battlefield. So guess what? We are on the battlefield, and we're not there alone. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's session. This is your host, Verona Willis-Brown. That is me. Rest in peace, dear Tina. Rest in peace, darling. The lady with the legs.